Hello class, this is Robert Smith coming at you from Java 1 week 2 term 1405. Sorry about that. And this is my week 2 reflection video. This week we were tasked to um, create some JSON data and manually build the JSON data and read it and use some advanced views to display it. So I will show you what my application does and give you an idea of where I'm going with this in the future. We'll let this restart. So my application is going to allow the user to select a professional football team, and when they do, they will be presented with a list of the team's draft picks that just happened last weekend. So they can go in here, and I only have 5 different teams right now, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do all teams, even when I might, but I don't know. I might just do NFC or AFC or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, they select different teams, and they're presented with that team's draft picks. So pretty simple. Um, I'm going to get my data from Yahoo Sports API, and so if we jump in here and we go into the JSON, building the JSON just like um, the instructor did in the video, uh, and I was logging it. Don't need to do these anymore. I was just trying to get a feel for the structure when I was logging them. But the only real difference is the return value for the read JSON function is a array. So I'm still doing it the same way with getting the query object, then getting the selection object, and then getting the string value for uh, 3 levels deep. And then I'm storing all those values in an array. And then this result is then passed back to the main activity, where I take the result, and in my update lists method I take the result, store it in an array, and then create an adapter, populate it with that array, and set the adapter to the list. And with the dropdown, I am populating it with an array, a string array right here. That's the drop-down menu. And then one thing that didn't go so well this week was I was trying to set the prompt, which is like the default text of the spinner, and it wasn't working out. I tried to set it right here, and then set it um, in the XML, and I also tried to set it in code right here, and it wasn't working. So I just kind of scratched it. It works fine the way it is. I'll dive deeper into that, and so I'm taking the spinner and I'm instantiating it, and I'm taking the list view and instantiating it right here. I'm just fulfilling the if, or the conditional requirement, checking to see if the spinner is null, and then I am taking the spinner text and the spinner text member variable and assigning it to the string of the selected item, and then I'm calling the update list. So pretty simple. And then as far as my enums, this is where I'm getting all the data from, and I'm just creating the enums, creating the strings, running through my setters, and then running through my getters. Um, I do plan to do a lot more with this, um, as far as with the do some see what I can do with the drop down, and then do some very cool customizations with the list. I want to display what position the player plays, and I want to display their college. So we'll see about building a custom adapter for next week. And then the only problem I see might be an issue is when I'm actually pulling this live data from the API. Um, the teams don't always pick the same amount of players. Some teams might have picked 5, some teams might have gotten 7 or 8. So I'll have to think about that when I am parsing the JSON and add some. I guess that's what the try catches are for. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the hangout on Monday.